When you work with a WordPress website, you might have noticed that, for instance, when you press a certain URL, like my first post, it leaves these strange markings on the back of your URL, like a question mark P is equal to 4, or if I go to another thing, my first YouTube video, P is equal to 20. Now, these types of URLs aren't that nice, and even when you go to, for instance, my new page, looking at pages, URLs like that is not very nice. Now, WordPress has integrated a PHP feature called mod rewrite. And the way it works is when you go to settings, you have at the bottom something called permalinks. Now, permalinks show you, like, the default is the situation with the question mark and a P and equals 1, 2, 3 in this thing. But there are also other ways of displaying your URLs. And if you look closely, these kinds of URL writings are much nicer. So I particularly like the second one, date and name. And if I would save changes, and I would press save changes, and let me just copy this code here. But before I do something with the code, I will show you what it looks like. I just changed the settings. But if I now press my first YouTube video, it gives me an error. And it says it can't find the particular page. The reason for this is that permalinks always go together with a file called a .ataccess file, or htaccess file. And the file is supposed to be here in your HTTP docs or your root folder. And as we can see, it's currently not here. So what I'll do is I go to my favorite FTP program. I will just add a new file, and I will call it a .htaccess file. Now, as you can see on top here, this file is created, and if I double click this file, and let me just try and open it up. This is the .htaccess file, and what I need to do is I need to paste the code that was created underneath the permalinks site. Now, if I save this, I say save. The .htaccess file contains this code, and if you look on the website right now, and let me just refresh it just to be sure. If I now press my first YouTube video, it will display the YouTube video without giving me the page error. So just remember that when you use permalinks in your dashboard, you also need this .htaccess file. Sometimes you might not see it because using the dot will also make the file invisible. So in this case, I have put my view show hidden files on in my FTP program. If you don't do this, you might not see it. So it's important that you make sure that you are able to see the .htaccess file. Also remember that when you change the settings in your dashboard in the permalinks, so let me just go there. Settings, permalinks. You also have to be careful that when you select another type of setting, this might also change the mod rewrite code that goes in the .htaccess file. So be sure that both codes are compatible with the settings. Permalinks are very good to use. because Google and other search engines love them. And there's another reason that might interest you using permalinks, nicely written URLs, and that is the following: that if you look at this URL, you see it never ends with strange characters or with PHP or something like that. Now the main advantage of that is that maybe in the future you would like to use a different kind of CMS system, or you might want to use an update or something like that. Now using nice URLs makes it far more easier to change platform, or to update your platform, or to change to a different technology. So using permalinks, I would definitely recommend it.